Alright, dudes. What's up? We're back in another episode of Minecraft Therapy. It's been a while, dudes. It's been a while since I hopped into Minecraft Worlds, and it's good to be back. Today, I want to talk to y'all about what it's like to be an adult, which, I feel like maybe in America, well, here's what I think. I think being an adult nowadays is probably a lot harder than it was in the 50s. One, because there's a lot different expectations nowadays. And then also just because, well, yeah, because there's a lot of different expectations nowadays, which I feel like actually are more than they were in the 60s. Because in the 60s, you were just like, yo, get married, be a plumber, nice, good job. Now it's like you have to, I don't know, be like a superstar in whatever you choose to do. You have to be like a superstar plumber or like a superstar, um, you know, financial analyst or some shit. And that shit is kind of stressful. So there's just a lot more shit to do nowadays. And I also feel like back in the day, shit was a lot more lenient. Like, the government was just like handing out social security payments to just anyone, and like it seemed a lot more chill. But anyway, the point of this video isn't to hate on boomers and talk about how much easier their lives were, even though, they kind of did have it, a bit easier, I want to say. Though I guess World War II was probably not easy, but you know, it is what it is. Who knows? I don't know what I'm talking about. Probably someone's gonna be like, "Ooh, okay, we're back. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know who had the easier time, okay, boomers or us. Let's not even debate it. Let's just say that nowadays it's hard to be an adult. It's not easy. It was probably never easy in any point of time to be an adult in the history of humankind, right? Like, being an adult in ancient Rome was probably hard as shit because you were either a slave or had to go fucking fight in the army. So, let's not even go there. But, yeah. Being an adult is hard, dudes. And I just want to make this video to share my experiences with it and maybe even share some wisdom. Most of the wisdom which I am going to share is just stolen. I tried to make that funny, but it didn't really work. I'm going to try and share some wisdom, most of it which I just stole from the Bill Burr podcast and other various weird videos I watch on YouTube. So y'all should check out the Bill Burr podcast. He's like, he's like the father he never had. But anyway, yeah, being an adult, difficult. Let's dive right into it. I feel like being an adult is a lot different than being in school, obviously, but I feel like it's kind of hard to exactly explicitly say how much harder or more difficult it is. Because I feel like when I was in school, I was like, being an adult is probably going to be mad easy because I don't have homework to do and I could just chill out all day after 5 p.m. and I don't have any P sets due on the weekend, so it's probably going to be mad chill. Guess what? That shit is not mad chill because for a couple different reasons, and some of it I've probably touched on in a previous video, but when you're an adult, that's sort of when it really sinks in that you have to figure out what you're freaking doing in life. And I guess that's not universally true. And there's nothing wrong with just being a chiller. In fact, that's probably a really awesome life, just being a chiller and not worrying too much about maybe I should take a cue from that and just be a chiller and not worry too much about where the frick I'm going in life. But oh my, this is a nice cave to explore. But yeah, oh shit, but no, oh my god. Why am I so bad at this game? Now I need to go find this freaking place. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, being an adult is not easy because you gotta figure out what you really want to do in life, which is you could, just work some menial office job for the rest of your life, or you can try and figure out what you want in life, which is not easy. And then you also got like all these external stressors and pressures that you have to take care of. Like, I had to figure out what a freaking 401k and Roth IRA is, which honestly is not that hard to figure out. Let me just drop a pearl of wisdom right now, a pearl of practical wisdom. 401k is like an employee or your employer sets up like basically an investing account for you, and like you can cash that shit out when you retire, so you have like a bunch of invested money. Roth IRA is like just like a investing account that doesn't get taxed. Basically, there's a difference between IRAs and Roth IRAs, but let's not bore you guys too much with that. Basically, it's like a way 401ks and IRAs are a way to like invest money without getting taxed. I'm boring myself, but like that shit adults got to do. We got to figure out what the fuck taxes are and pay car insurance and all this shit, which is you know, not the funnest thing in the world. And definitely that shit you got to worry about even after 5 p.m. So it's you know, it's not all sunshines and rainbows being an adult, as I figured out. But you know, I feel like there's like, you know, being an adult's not easy, but there's a few things you can do to make it easier, I guess. And I don't know, to break it down, I feel like being an adult can really be summed up kind of in like 3 categories, which may be an oversimplification, but like 3 categories, right, of being an adult. 1, you got relationships, money, and hobbies. So let's break down each of those, and maybe I can drop some pearls of wisdom that I've stolen from older, wiser people. Oh my god, where's the frick is this cave? Because this is the ravine, right? So shouldn't there be a cave right here that I was exploring before I freaking died? Anyway, relationships, right? Let's talk about that a little bit. We got all, you know, there's a lot of different relationships you encounter as an adult. You got your romantic relationships, you got your relationships with your friends, and then you got your relationships with, is this the cave I explored? Sorry, I'm being very distracted right now. Okay, let me yeah, okay, I can do this. I can talk and play this game at the same time. Yeah, your relationships with, yeah, your romantic relationships, relationships with friends, and your relationships with your family. So each of those 3 is like, you know, its own unique challenge to kind of deal with and think about. Got all my stuff. Put on our armor. Okay. And let's try and block some stuff off here. But yeah, each of those is its own challenge. I feel like the hardest one, at least for me, is romantic love, probably because, you know, I'm a 5 out of 10. But strong 5. But yeah, romantic love is very hard nowadays because, you know, we got the apps, you know, Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, all this bullshit, which makes it like hard to like know. I don't know. It's modern dating is like just really weird because like we have the apps and it just like makes it hard to see like what's real. I feel like because like when you're on Tinder, it's very like soulless. You're just like swiping based solely on personality, or not personality, the opposite of personality. You're swiping solely based on looks, which is like, it's like, whoa, am I really that shallow where all I care about is how someone looks? And then you think about it and you're like, actually it kind of is, because that's what I'm doing right now. And that's kind of like, you know, that's kind of interesting to think about, because I feel like, I don't know, all these apps are just vehicles in which, whoa, what is this weird stuff? Raw iron. Holy shit, what the fuck? They changed this fucking game to some weird shit. But, anyway. Yeah. Finding love is hard, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm really rambling this episode. But I feel like something I had a hard time with was that um, I always thought that like there was like this one person out there for me, like the one, and if I didn't find that person, like I would be romantically screwed and live a terrible life. So that I spend a lot of like it's kind of like How I Met Your Mother syndrome, where you're like you just become like overly romantic about like life and like start trying to like pursue that thing a lot that you're trying to look for, which is just like the perfect woman or man, which doesn't really exist. And when in that pursuit, I feel like you can overlook a lot of get the frick out of here, you freaking zombie. You can overlook a lot of defects in the person you're looking for if what you want is true love, because you'll be so focused on finding like the perfect person or true love that once you find someone who's like you know once you find anyone, you start overlooking that person's flaws or how they might not just be compatible for you. Like they could be a great person and no disrespect to the other person, but they could just be not the right fit for you. So I feel like it's important in those romantic relationships to just realize that there's a lot of freaking people out there, and it's okay if it's okay to move on from someone if you just don't feel like they're right. You don't really need like even like a reason besides I just don't feel like this is right. Because given just the sheer number of people out there, you will find someone who is like perfectly right for you. Or let me rephrase it. No one's perfect, but you will find someone who's perfect for you. And someone who is flawed, but you enjoy their flaws. Or I don't know if you can enjoy another person's flaws, but like, what I'm trying to say? Like, you can find someone who's perfect for you, even if that person has a lot of flaws, which we all do as humans. So that's that. That's cool. That's cool to think about. And yeah, just know that you don't have to settle, which I feel like a lot of people are afraid. I'm afraid of that, I'm afraid I'm going to end up alone for the rest of my life. And that makes me really want to just find someone and just be like, hey, you want to be each other's, person? And if the answer is yes, then it's like, great. I don't have to worry about being alone forever now, which is, again, really scary to think about. No one wants to be alone forever. Or I guess some people do, but like, I'm not one of those people. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. But yeah. That's scary to think about, being alone forever. But like, only in like letting go of that fear can you truly like be, courageous enough to let go of like people who are not maybe the right fit for you and end up with the person you're meant to be with. Wow, that was kind of deep, but it's probably gonna sound stupid to myself in about 5 seconds. That was stupid. But anyway, yeah, romantic stuff. It's hard, man, but just don't get too obsessed with any one person. Know that like someone out there is like right for you. Then we got friendships and family relationships, which are also hard to navigate. But I think the key there is just like, hey, you have friends you like, I'm sure, and you have family members you like. And the key there is just like literally just talk to them. Just keep in contact with them. Talk with them. And shit will be good. Just like find people you like talking to and talk to them. I know, right? What a novel concept. But like it is really important because, I would say probably your relationships are, well, I don't know. There's only 3 categories, so obviously it's one of the most important things in your life. But, it's really important to keep up those friendships because relationships, that's like a really tricky one because, those will obviously come and go. And even friendships will come and go, right? And it's okay to like not be friends with everyone or like even like fall out of friendship with people, I think, which I think is kind of scary to a lot of people because kind of like a romantic thing, like it's no one wants to like lose a friend or like lose, no one wants that shit because that, it's nice to have like imagine that you have a friend for life or like, you're always going to be friends with someone, but like unfortunately that isn't always the case, and that's okay, it's okay to not be friends with everyone or not always be friends with someone, you know. And yeah, man, I don't know. It's hard to make friends, dude. I'll keep it real. Like once you leave school and you're not like encountering people every day, because in school it's like a built-in way to just meet people, right? You're just going to class, you see like 30 new people, not even 30, like hundreds of new people every 6 months when the semester changes, hundreds of people every year when like your living situation changes. But when you're adult, it's just like the people you work with, and then you go home to your apartment, and it's not like I'm knocking on my neighbor's door saying like, "Yo, want to be friends?" or some shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. Even though making friends isn't easy, it's just important to realize that friends are important, I guess, and try your best to just talk with them and keep those relationships in your life, and keep up family relationships too. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm already at the 17-minute mark, so let's move on to money, the money part of this video. Money, money doesn't make the world. Money is not by far not the most important thing in your life, or at least it shouldn't be, because money can't buy relationships or happiness. But let's be honest, you do gotta have some money to like pay the bills and like be able to live. So let's talk about that shit. Yeah, so I don't know. When I first got out of college, I was trying to find a job, like the perfect job or whatever. But then I feel like now that I am a few years removed from there, I realize that like it's really not that important to find like the perfect job. Obviously, right out of college, obviously is great if you do and like you find something that is super fulfilling to you as a job right out of college. But like, I feel like it's the most important thing when getting a job out of college is literally just something that pays the bills, because you're going through so many other changes in life and like learning so many other things. Like you're learning, hey, this is what I like and don't like in a friendship. This is what I like and don't like in a relationship. This is what I like and don't like in my purpose in life. This is what's important. Like religion is really important to me, or charity is really important to me, or helping others is really important. While you're figuring out all those things, you really just need something to pay the bills. So, it's fine if you just have a day job at this age, I feel like. And, you get super bonus points. So, literally, that's the most important thing. Don't get too stressed if, like, or I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking as if, like, I'm, like, a freaking wise-ass 60-year-old man who's lived life. I'm literally, like, the same age as the people I'm talking to. So, like, I don't know. I feel like it's okay to, like, anyway, that was a whole aside. I feel like it's okay to like, not have your dream job at this age or even know what your dream job is. It's okay to just have a job, pay the bills, and then figure out all the other shit in your life. And then maybe once you have all that other shit figured out, you can work on the dream job, which ties in a little bit to what I'm going to talk about next, which is like the hobbies in your life. Ideally, like your hobby can like become the thing that pays your bills. But yeah. It's fine to just have a job. And, you get bonus points if your job, you really enjoy your job, or that it already is your dream job at 21 years old or right out of college. Big congrats to you if you found your dream job at 21 and found your calling. That's amazing. But yeah, bonus points. Besides that, bonus points if your job is interesting in any capacity, keeps the mind stimulated. You have nice, funny, interesting coworkers. Like, it's cool if you have a job that, keeps your brain active. It's bonus points if the job. Oh my god, freaking Legolas here. Is that even how you pronounce it? Legolas. Bonus points if Freaking. Do I have a shield? No. Yeah. If you can learn at your job, like something new, like either personally about yourself, like, hey, I am a hard worker, or I don't like this type of job. If you can learn that shit, while working, that's amazing. Yeah, and bonus points if your job is like a cool story, because I feel like I feel like a lot of people have a lot of cool job stories. They're like, yo, I used to be a bouncer. That sounds like super cool, even though probably being a bouncer in the moment probably sucks. I don't know. Tell me if I don't know. Maybe one of you guys watching is a bouncer and it's awesome. But like, yeah, yeah. You could if you have a cool story to tell, that's cool. But yeah, mainly you just gotta pay your bills with your job, dude. And if you're doing that, you're doing great. One other thing about money, I'm gonna bring that investing shit. Y'all should invest your money. So I'm not a financial advisor. Let's get that out of the way that every YouTuber says. So don't sue me for giving you bad financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Literally everything coming out of my mouth is garbaggio, and you should not, listen to just my advice because it is garbaggio. But I think you should invest your money. Diversify your assets, dude. That's the most important thing, because literally the stock market goes up like at least like averaged over time. I think the stock market goes up like at least 10% every year or something, averaged over time. So you'll have years where it's down 20%, 50%, but averaged over time, approximately every year, you're getting 10% back if just across the entire stock market. And I read somewhere that again, not a financial advisor, so this could totally be made up and I could have been bamboozled. So do your own research. But I read somewhere that, if you just invest your money in the S&P 500, approximately every 7 years, you'll just double your money, because over time, the stock market goes up approximately 10% every year. You'll double your money every 7 years. So I would highly recommend y'all invest your money, because it's literally like the easiest way to make money. You just do nothing and your money grows. And like if you just leave your money in your bank account, inflation will naturally just make that money worth less. So at the very least, investing is a way to fight against inflation. If you have any, again, not a financial advisor here, but if I personally have been investing a lot in VOO, VOO, and VTI, which is literally just the S&P 500 and like all stocks or something. VOO is the S&P 500, VTI is just all stocks, and like generally is a very like safe bet, right? Because it's the average of like all these companies, and like on average all of them will go up, right? If you invest in like Apple, right, it could go up like 10x. It could also like go bankrupt and you lose all your money. But it's very unlikely that 1,000 companies are all gonna go bankrupt, right? So it's a good way to kind of diversify your portfolio there. So yeah, invest your money, dudes. It's important. All right. And yeah, just try to save money. I don't know. I know it's like a cliche, like, oh, just don't buy Starbucks every day and then you'll become a millionaire. It's not how it works, and it's hard to not spend money. And sometimes you have to know you have to know when to spend money. It's okay to spend money, It's also okay to save money. You just have to kind of figure out the balance there with, your budget and what makes sense. So I won't go too deep into that, but yeah, try to save money. Just try to not have a negative bank account balance. I think that is decent advice that I can give. Yeah. All right. I need to pause so I can scroll on my notes app. What's next in the video? All right. And then every person, we're back. Every person needs some freaking hobbies to do, right? Whatever it may be. Maybe you're really into comedy. Maybe you're really into writing. Maybe you're really into basketball. Maybe you're really into working out. I don't know. There's a million hobbies you could have, but I think every person has a hobby. It's just a matter of like whether or not you found it yet, right? And I think your hobby is kind of like your calling in life, even though hobby is kind of like not kind of like a lame way to say your calling in life. But like, yeah, every person needs a hobby, and whatever it is, like you just need to find it first of all. So like you could spend 20 years finding out what that purpose or calling in your life is, and that's totally fine, right? There's no handbook on life saying, "Hey, you got to figure out what you want to do by this age and then make progress on it by this age and have this done by this age," right? It's just life. So, you just got to figure out what that is. And once you do, Bill Burr says this, don't quit your day job. Just keep paying the bills and then find time to like do that thing that you enjoy. And then hopefully one day, that becomes the way you pay your bills. But yeah, I don't know. I think like one of my hobbies is writing, even though I'll be honest, I haven't done that a lot recently. But that's kind of like the thing, and making these YouTube videos is a hobby, right? And neither of those are my like real job, but they make me happy. They bring me joy and happiness, and I think that's what like a hobby. That's like the cool thing about being an adult, right? Is that you can pursue your, those whole videos made being an adult seem kind of like shitty, but like there are some good parts of being an adult too, right? Which is that you can pursue your hobbies fully by your own means, right? Because when you're a kid, you don't have like the literal money to like buy enough art supplies maybe, or you don't have like a car to like drive to freaking I don't know, the comedy club to try your stand-up routine, right? But when you're an adult, you have those means to do that, and that's cool that you can do that and like, live out your dreams kind of, and pursue your passion. So that's a good thing about being an adult. There's a plus one. Why is this game just not loading? But yeah, you just gotta find a hobby and just listen to what your heart says to do about it. Live it, pursue it, and kind of, yeah, just chase it, man. I don't know what else there's to say. You just gotta find what you like to do in life and do it. It's basically what I try to say. It's random tidbits. Exercise, eat healthy. There's a lot of different ways to like exercise and eat healthy, but it's important. Just figure out what you gotta do to exercise and eat healthy, because you gotta keep that body in shape. Because, when you're freaking 16 like I was, your body just burns calories and is like, health is basically not even a question at that age. But like, as you become an adult, it's important to keep the body healthy so that you can live longer and pursue those passions for longer, And I think the last thing I'm going to say is that, or the last few things I'm going to say, yeah, it's okay to fuck up. I fuck up so much, I feel like I barely have anything figured out and that I'm just a total mess all the time. And I feel like there's an immense pressure to not be fucking up, especially because with social media, the only thing I see is that other people are not fucking up and doing so much better than me. And I'm like, shit, I hate my life. But I think fucking up is what makes, it's kind of, I don't know, it's what makes life, and being able to conquer, those challenges, your fuck ups in life, and like kind of move forward there. I'm so lost in this game in Minecraft, but being able to conquer your own like challenges in life and like kind of figure things out on your own is really rewarding when you eventually figure them out, and you will eventually figure it out. Like, literally no matter what, things always seem to get figured out in life. I don't know why that is, but it just is. So like, yeah, don't give up hope, guys. It'll be good. Don't fuck up. I don't know why I'm preaching so much, but yeah. And you might feel burned out sometimes. Like I feel burned out as a MFer right now. With a lot of things in life. But sometimes, first of all, it's okay to feel burned out, and sometimes you just gotta reset. It's gonna happen that not every day in your life is going to be the best day of your life, you know? So it's okay to, like, kind of feel not great 100% of the time. You just kind of got to, you know. Oh, my God. I'm so far away from my house in Minecraft. But, yeah, you just got to kind of got to figure out what is good for you. And then, you know, stuff will be good. Wow, what a beautiful sunset. Let's watch it as this video ends. Yeah, guys, life is beautiful, just like this beautiful Minecraft sunset. So, yeah, this is just one video on telling you how to be an adult. Just mansplaining to you. Shit, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, but hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. And I don't know, if you have any other suggestions for future videos to make, any shit you want to know about Stanford, I'm trying to make a Stanford video soon, hopefully, because I know that brings in the views. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I was kind of all over the place today, but getting back into the swing of making videos. All right, I'll catch you guys later as the sun sets. Stay safe, stay sane. Peace.